Alright, before I end up using all the parts out of this collection, I thought I'd show it off. Something I've been collecting for, let's see, over a period of a couple months. First, when I realized there was a Radioshack in Vancouver was closing, and everything went to like 60% off, and then for the last week or two, it was 90% off, so I ended up just buying a horde of stuff. Slowly, I'm picking parts out of here. I used a couple switches on the solar. Used one right there. And used one down there. So anyway, parts are getting used. And I want to show off the collection before it all gets used up. Or a lot of it gets used up. So first off, we got some project boxes. They do not have any of the smaller ones that are like 3" by 2" or something like that. I do have one that I got a long time ago that's being used. Those are really handy, but that's the first thing that vanished off the shelves when I went in there. It seemed like those were already long gone. So I got me a few of these, the next size up from those smaller ones. So make sure. Oh no, there was one size smaller, but they only had one of those. That's right. So we had one of those, two of these medium larges, we'll call it. We got a medium, and we got the Mondo project enclosure box. They had more of those, but I couldn't really think of any reason why I'd use that. So I only got one. You can also get this stuff on eBay. And I don't think Radioshack completely closed down. There was just one in Vancouver, one here in Oregon. And at the time I wasn't sure whether or not they were all closing down. They had another thing like this happen years before where they closed down a couple in Vancouver. So anyway, it's freaking me out. I was like, alright, it's time to stock up on some Radioshack. And yeah, I got everything. I think I got some 60% off, and then when it went to 90% off, I just went to town and just got me a good chunk of Radioshack to take home. I love Radioshack. I've been going here since I was 6 years old. My dad took me and got me my first soldering iron, and I've been into it ever since. So we got some switches and line everything up. Got here's some of the switches I've been using for the solar. Really handy. Heavy duty switch. Some piezo buzzers. 24 volt, and I do have some low 5 volt ones, I believe. .48 volts. Yeah, I got this stuff for pennies. 90% off. At 90% off, I was grabbing handfuls of stuff. I was just like, let's get some stuff. So we got a momentary push button. We got two different versions of these. This is the longer one. These handle 0.5 amps more than the stubbies. We got just a random LED. It's a bright blue. It was just like 10 cents or something like that. Here's the short momentaries. A whole lot of these momentaries. They didn't have too many on-offs. Push on, push off ones in there. So I got a bunch of momentaries, which are always good for projects, and I do have plans for a lot of this stuff. I got some emitter detector, which is infrared, kind of like what you have in your remote and TV, so you can set up some remote control projects. I do have some of the on-offs in here, though. Not too many. Another emitter and diode. Got a 12-volt chime. Some more of these. Put all these together. Momentaries, yeah, this was the 90% day. Little micro relay, I actually have plans for that one. Maybe. No, I have plans for the 12-volt one. Here's an on-off. Push on, push off. Some more of these heavy duties. I even went on Amazon, spent another, what was it? I think I spent like $10 on 5. It was $2 a switch, yeah. So $10 on 5 off eBay, no tax, no shipping, and just added, 5 more to the collection. Just because the Radioshacks were, at that point, had closed down. I realized there's no getting those anymore, so not locally anyway, so I stocked up on eBay, from eBay. Push on, push off. Micro relay. Here's the bigger. Called a PC relay, apparently. I just call them relay switches. 12 volts. Same thing. Just grabbed one of these. This was like 25 cents or something after their closing sale. And another one of these. So there it is. I got some project boxes. On off. Push on off switch, single pull, single throw, single pull, single throw, momentary push button, toggle switches, heavy duties, and auto center. It's also a temporary on, pretty much. Auto flip is what they call that. Momentary. Heavy duty, momentary, auto flip switch, double pull, double throw, center off. He's got a couple. Got a 12-volt chime, a 24-volt buzzer, and a 6-volt buzzer. It's actually what that's called, mini buzzer. But it says 4 to 8 volts. Emitter and diode. Bright blue LED. So yeah, a whole bunch of kind of random stuff. I got a lot of switches that I know I would want. A lot of these push buttons are really handy for DIY projects, and then we got the push button on-offs, toggle switches, buzzers. This is just kind of a random. I just had to grab it because it said high brightness. I had to see how bright that was. So one day we'll check that out. And these I know will come in handy later. So, there it is. There's my Radioshack cord. Just had to get it on camera before it gets all used up. Just a quick video to show that, so thanks for watching.